Hi everyone, my name is Christel and for this video I will be setting up the second month of the year, February, with the theme Fairies and Art Nouveau. Have you ever heard of the saying, Art Nouveau was made by elves and Art Deco was made by dwarves? Well, that's because Art Nouveau is inspired by natural forms and over-the-top complex designs and was seen between 1890s and the 1910s. Whereas Art Deco is inspired by industrial machinery and simplified geometric designs and came after Art Nouveau in the 1920s until the 1930s. I don't know about you, but when I hear Art Nouveau, I think of a few specific artworks from Alphonse Mucha, like the ones you see here. So for this cover art and all the other fairies and borders you'll see in this setup, I tried to recreate the style of Alphonse Mucha, but I'm not that familiar with it in terms of painting technique. But there's someone who is, and she is fantastic at recreating this art style. That person is Hannah Alexander Artwork. Her link to her Instagram is in the description. Because in January I used a lot of watercolors, I decided for February I would use some colored pencils for a bit of a different look, but also a gold watercolor and my Art Deco Craft dual brush and fine liner pens. Onto the calendar, and to be honest I don't know why I made another calendar, because in January I realized I don't use the calendar at all, except for when I'm creating the weeklies. Anyway, I like the idea of the strawberries, but in hindsight, it's not not a very cohesive spread. I mean, the fairy has a green and pink color scheme, and the tulips on the right page have a green and pink color scheme. I should have thought this through. The next spread will be the trackers. I decided to use the same trackers for this month I used in January. 1 big mood tracker and 5 smaller trackers. For the mood tracker there will be these 7 fairy/butterfly wings separated into 4s. And the tulips on the bottom will be the color code. For the 5 smaller trackers, I really like doing a big background in January, and I wanted to do that for February as well. To stick with the fruit theme I started on the calendar page, I decided to draw a cherry tree with a cherry fairy. For the weeklies, at this point was a bit done with drawing flowers, so I used some flower stamps and some butterfly stamps. I wish I had done that sooner. I also did another Dutch door, and I also gave the weeks their own custom borders. Why? Why is this the second month I gave myself more work in the weeklies? Again, I drew out all the numbers for every day of every week. And to make it worse, the lettering font I was using didn't have any numbers, so I had to come up with the numbers myself. So I really hope you enjoyed this weekly setup, because I had to put a lot of effort and work into it. Please like and subscribe to ease my suffering. I know that I didn't mention the numbers while setting up the calendar. That's because I sketched out the weeklies before I did the calendar, so I kept flipping in between the weeklies and the calendar when I created said calendar. At this point I think you're a bit sick of me painting all the gold borders, so let's fix that with some fairy magic. There! So for the last fairy I decided to use some butterfly stamps instead of another flower stamp. We're already at the flip through. I must say my favorite fairies are the one on the cover page and the one on the background of the smaller trackers. Let me know which fairy or fairies is your favorite. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you will give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see more journal videos and or other art videos, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!